Hello students, myself Amrita Dhar, Assistant Professor of Electrical Engineering Department of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management, JIS Group. I will teach you Power System 3.
In this video, I will discuss about modeling of exciter and modeling of amplifier. These subtopics are under the topic automatic voltage control, and this topic is included in module 3 automatic generation control of the subject power system 3. Course code is EE-703A. Now this figure shows the schematic diagram of an automatic voltage regulator of a generator. It basically consists of a main exciter, SCR power amplifier, error amplifier, potential transformer and stabilizing transformer, and obviously an alternator. Now the exciter field is automatically controlled through error E is equals to V reference minus VT. Okay, now suitably amplified through voltage and power amplifiers, and it is a type 0 system which requires a constant error E for a specified voltage at generator terminals. So first the generator field is controlled by the exciter, and exciter is controlled by this error. Now this error amplifier find the error by comparing the reference voltage into terminal voltage, and the signal from error amplifier is amplified in the SCR power amplifier and which sent to the exciter field. Now as exciter field excite the generator field according to the error, and this picture shows the block diagram of this model. Ka is the transfer function of error amplifier, Ke by 1 plus Tef into S is the transfer function of the exciter field, and Kg by 1 plus Tgf into S is the transfer function of generator field, and Kst by 1 plus Tst into S is the transfer function of the stabilizing transformer. Now I will discuss each part of this diagram in details. Now to make you understand better, I have to do board work, and we start with the exciter modeling. In this video I will discuss about automatic voltage control. First, potential transformer. Potential transformer. Now it gives a sample of terminal voltage VT. Next, differentiating device. It gives the actuating error E equal to V reference minus terminal voltage, reference voltage minus terminal voltage. So error amplifier demodulates and amplifies the error signal. Next is SCR power amplifier and exciter field. Now it provides the necessary power amplification to the signal for controlling the exciter field, assuming the amplifier time constant to be small enough to be neglected, and overall transfer function of these two is KE1 plus TEF into S, where TEF is the exciter field time constant. Next is the alternator. Now its field is excited by the main exciter voltage VE. The no load, it produces a voltage proportional to the field current. The no load transfer function is given by KG1 plus S into TGF. Now where TGF is the generator field constant. Generator field time constant. The load causes a voltage drop, which is a complex function of direct and quadrature axis current. The effect is only schematically represented by block GL, that stabilizing transformer. Next, stabilizing transformer. Now TEF and TGF are large enough time constants to impair the system dynamic response. It is well known that the dynamic response of a control system can be improved by internal derivative feedback loop. The derivative feedback loop in this system is provided by means of a stabilizing transformer excited by the exciter output voltage VE. The output of the stabilizing transformer is fed negatively at the input terminal of the ACR power amplifier. Since the secondary is connected at the input terminal of an amplifier, it can be assumed to draw zero current. So VE is equals to R1 into IST plus L1 DIST dt. Now, and the voltage of stabilizing transformer is M DIST by dt. Now taking Laplace transform VSTS by VES equals to SM R1 plus SL1, which is equal to SM by R1 1 plus TST into S, which is equal to S KST 1 plus TST into S. Now where KST is equals to M by R1. Next,
Exciter modeling. Let us assume a modern static excitation system where the bus voltage is measured by a potential transformer PT. After rectification and filtration, the output is compared with the reference. The resulting error voltage after amplification serves the input to an exciter which feeds directly into the generator field. A drop in terminal voltage causes a boost in the field current, and this increases the reactive power output of the machine, thus tending to offset the initiating voltage drop. Now at first, V reference is equal to DC reference voltage, DC reference voltage in the exciter control loop. Next, V magnitude of the proportionally scaled down rectified terminal voltage of the alternator. EC is the error voltage, Vx is the exciter terminal voltage, I suffix Ex is the exciter current, Vf is the excitation voltage of the alternator, Rx resistance, Lx inductance, of the exciter circuit. Okay, the exciter circuit. Now, for any small perturbation in the output voltage of the alternator, there is a corresponding change of the exciter internal voltage. At steady state condition, delta Vex, that means change in the internal excitation voltage, is equals to Rex delta Iex plus Lex ddt of delta Iex. Now where delta Iex is the exciter current, Rex and Lex is the resistance and inductance of the exciter circuit respectively. Now delta Vf proportional to
delta IEX. Assuming no saturation. Now Vf is the excitation voltage of the alternator, which is proportional to the exciter current if we assume no saturation. Now delta Vf is equals to K into delta IEX, Kf into delta IEX, where Kf is the constant denoting the DC armature voltage per unit field current. Now Laplace transformation of, suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now Laplace transformation of equation 1 and 2 gives delta Vex S is for derivation. And Laplace transformation of equation 2 is equals to Kf delta IEX S. Now eliminating delta IEX. Now suppose this is equation 3 and this is equation 4. Now from equation 3, the value of delta IEX is equal to delta Vex by Rex plus Lex, S into Lex. And from equation 4, the value of delta IEX is equal to delta VFS by Kf. Now equating equation 3 and 4, equating equation 3 and 4, we get delta Vex is Rex plus Lex equal to delta VFS by Kf. Now delta VFS by delta Vex equals to Kf Rex plus Lex. Now if we common Rex, 1 by Rex, then this becomes 1 plus S Lex by Rex. This is equals to Kex 1 plus Stex. Now here the value of Kex is equals to Kf by Rex, and the value of Tex is equals to Lex by Rex. Okay, now Tex is the excited time constant. Tex is the exciter time constant, and Kex is the exciter gain. Okay, now this equals to Gex. Okay, Gex equals to Kex 1 plus Stex, and this is called transfer function of exciter. Okay, now the value of Tex is ranges from 0.5 to 1 second. The value of Tex is ranges from 0.5 to 1 second. Okay,
next amplifier model.
Delta V reference minus delta V is equal to delta EC. This is the terminal voltage of the alternator, and this is the reference voltage, and this is the error voltage. Okay, and obviously the voltage of exciter is proportional to delta EC, the amount of error, because the signal from the error sent to the exciter. Okay, and from here delta Vex is equals to Ka delta EC. Now Ka is the gain of the amplifier. Now this is our equation 5. This is equation 5. Now Laplace transformation of equation 5 Laplace transformation of equation 5 is delta reference and Laplace transformation of equation 6 is this. Suppose this is equation 6, this is equation 7, and this is equation 8. Function is equals to GAS delta Vx by delta ECS is equals to Ka. That means the gain of the amplifier. Though the amplifier response shown here to be instantaneous, in practice the time response of amplifier is Ta, ranges from 0.02 to 0.08 second, and that so in that case the amplifier transfer function is equal to, in practical this is not instantaneous, and the transfer function is equals to Ka by 1 plus Sta is equal to delta Vexs by delta Ec. Yes. Okay.
That's all from today's class. If you have any problem, please contact with me. My contact details is given on the first slide. Thank you.